I'm Alex Gerszewski, and this is my story. So, I was born in Shakopee, Minnesota. I come from a family of 4, and one of my favorite things to do is just hanging out with them. If it's like watching a movie or cooking, I just like hanging out with my family. Recent times, I think I've been hanging out with them a bit more, and so I like that because I don't like to take time for granted. So I go to Shakopee High School. It's a really big high school. I think the biggest one in the state, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit far-fetched, but I have known Jesus since I was a child, mainly because my parents would always take me to church. And yeah, I would just hear him throughout my Sunday school and the sermons. So I've known him ever since I was a little boy. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely the most comforting friendship that there is right now. At home, you have parents who raise you, but at the church, I like to think that's where Jesus raises you or God raises you. So it's kind of like that relationship, the relationship with your parents, but more, you know? It's more, I'd say, personal. My friend was in a pretty rough spot, and it was something personal that he was only okay telling with me. So when he told it to me and we're having this conversation back and forth, I took it as the opportunity to say, I'm gonna introduce him to Jesus. Now, he's already had a past relationship with him, but it was one of those experiences where he felt like he wasn't there, which is something we all go through, right? So I had to kind of help this misunderstanding that he had of Jesus. And so during that week, it was almost day by day. He would ask me questions, I would help guide him, and that's kind of how it went. Probably the Holy Spirit within me that was like wanting to like, yes, tell him, please tell him, you know? And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him. And it was just, I wanted to show him the love of Jesus. So that's where it all came from. I wasn't trying to hold anything back when I was trying to talk about him and just fix the misunderstandings that he had. I don't like to pass any judgment. If someone's going through something, then I want to be there for them, you know? I'd say it has helped me grow a better understanding of who Jesus really is, because I feel like in our times alone, I think that's the time where we often have the most misunderstanding, because especially if you're going through a rough time, then you start to think all these negative thoughts and start to wonder the same thing my friend wondered, is he even there? And so I feel like when you're in that group where everyone has the same belief as you, and they can help kind of point you towards the truth, then I think that is what helps grow your relationship with him. In terms of faith, I'd say I feel like middle school is the point where the faith really kind of goes lower a little bit. But if that does eventually continue to high school, where you're a little bit maybe spiritually exhausted, or you're just, or not feeling it, you know, maybe ask for help from someone you know along with your faith journey. When you're having struggles, ask your pastor or your family, or maybe even a friend who has a higher experience, you know? I mean, God created us to be with other people for a reason. I'm Alex Gerszewski, and this is my story.